That's the only public institution in Nigeria that has contributed anything of public funds to my work. And that was after I made it public. Now, Mohammed says, scientific procedure. You don't announce scientific discoveries on the pages of newspapers. That you go to a journal and publish your work. Well, I've already given an example that scientific discoveries, you can announce them on the pages of newspapers. It has been done even in our own time. The Americans did it when they discovered the virus that caused AIDS. And they did that on Monday, 23rd of April, 1984. So, Mohammed, I'm not the first. They are just asking you to do that to castigate me. By the way, when I made my discovery, I didn't go to the newspapers. Being something of national importance, I wrote to the head of state, then General Abdulsalam Abubakar. He never responded. That was February 1999. When Obasanjo came on board, I wrote to him. I didn't know that the man who should be called a murderer is Obasanjo. He has tried to murder me many times. He's a very, very wicked man. Far worse than Satan. I challenged him when he was in office. Let me and you come as head of state. Let both of us face the media and ask ourselves questions. You resign the same day. The man is still going about claiming he's an international statesman. He's a murderer. Maybe he wanted to eat my liver after killing me, I don't know. Obasanjo is a very wicked man. There's nothing he didn't do to silence me. But fortunately, he failed, and he failed woefully. But talking about scientific discoveries, when I made my work public and the government wasn't doing, I continued accumulating my data. When I got enough for a scientific publication, I wrote my scientific work. I first sent it to Lancet. Lancet in England. Lancet rejected it. That is not worth their publication. I know their brain couldn't understand it. The same Lancet who refused to publish my publication was the one who carried news of Atiku Abubakar. Atiku Abubakar said my vaccine has killed more people than it has cured. That was sometime in 1920. I don't know where the shameless idiot, when it comes to scientific called Atiku Abubakar, is today. He wants to come back to be Nigerian president. That's what you said, that my vaccine killed more Nigerians than it has cured. And you were vice president. Why didn't you get the law enforcement agent to prosecute me? If not because you are a shameless politician. You have no morals at all. Instead of him doing that, he went and founded a foundation called Gede Foundation to use for HIV work. When he fell out with Obasanjo, Obasanjo blocked it. Atiku wanted to use that to chop money. Gede Foundation, Atiku founded it using a person called Dr. Jennifer Jamila Douglas Abubakar. And they made one Joseph Odogwu, acting managing director, registered it first of all in America. The following year came and registered it in Nigeria. That's Gede Foundation. Those of you who doubt me, you can go and Google it. After Lancet refused to publish my work, I sent it to other journals. Some Scandinavian journals, some American journals. 5 of them, they all turned it down. They wanted to know the details of what I was doing. They wanted me to make it public so that they will use their modern gadgets and mass produce it to make the money. I refuse it because I'm a nationalist. I have interest of my country at heart. The last scientific journal I sent to is called Vaccine. I sent it after 5 rejections to a journal called Vaccine. And I'll read out to you what Vaccine says about itself. Under its Vaccine notes for authors, it said, Vaccine is the preeminent journal for those interested in vaccines and vaccination. It serves as an interface between academics, those in research and development, and workers in the field. Relevant topics range from basic research through to application, safety, and legislation. That's it there. That's it there. Aims and scope. Under its vaccine notes for authors. Under its vaccine note for authors. Aims and scope. So I followed their format, and because my work had been turned down 5 times in the West, I looked at the address of the places for where you could send your article. Here they are. Here are the addresses. Regional editors. See, regional editors. So I decided for a change. Since the West had turned me down, let me send it, not to America this time, not to Britain, but to send it to the regional editor in Japan. I put my 10 hard copies, spent my money, sent it by courier. And my plan backfired. The Japanese acknowledged and said, sorry, Dr. Abalaka, you are not from our region. We have forwarded your document to our editor in England. I waited. Then the editor contacted me. Say, I've received your work from Japan. I'm interested in knowing more. I want you to get all the records of your patients and send them to me. I did. Got computer experts. They put everything together from the patient's folder and sent them to Professor Pierre. After he got my work, we discussed a lot. He went through everything. He's the only one who has cared to peer review not my paper, but my work into extreme detail. And when he finished, he told me, Jerry, you have no references to make. I'll send it to peer reviewers. But I doubt if their brain will understand the good work you have done. But whatever happens, the world must know about your work. Talking about my not sending my work, and when the peer reviewers he sent to, when their brain couldn't understand, the editor decided to publish it as a report. There are no peer to review. I'm the first one. Professor Pierre is a great professor. It was from him that I knew why my vaccine is working against hepatitis B and hepatitis C. I'm not a virologist. He then wrote an editorial to accompany my report. Here is the editorial. He wrote this editorial, and here is the continuation before my report. And my dear viewer, please listen carefully as I read out the editorial for the benefit of those who are criticizing me, for them to know whether the man talking is a genuine researcher, is a fraudster, is a liar, a murderer, or whatever they are calling me. Editorial, Jeremiah Abalaka and HIV in Nigeria. This editorial is intrinsically linked with the report that follows and must be read in conjunction with this editorial. Jeremiah Abalaka, who practices medicine in central Nigeria in Abuja, Nigeria's capital city, over 100 miles inland from the country's port city of Lagos. He, like most citizens, is concerned about the prevailing epidemic of HIV. As a general surgeon with additional training in immunology, he has augmented reasons to worry, in that by doing his job, he is exposed to the infective agent more than most.
Stop.